Ooh. There we go. Ah, we got our glasses back. Yay! We can now see the future. We can see the future clearly.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
No, crystal clear. Crystal clear.
Greetings to our brothers and sisters.
Greetings to our brothers and sisters.
They know
I almost entered the account this weekend. So since I didn't go, I'm going to live. Today I want you to go to Parliament. Visit Parliament.
Parliament doesn't sit on Mondays.
Dang. Let's fight out. Let's look for
put in the fridge for another day.
Another day.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
How was your weekend? I'm blessed, beautiful.
Well,
and very
it wasn't. My weekend wasn't what I expected. But I mean, yeah, I thought I'd get enough rest. But boy, oh boy, I had to study so.
But a big congratulations to the entire team. Pulled off an incredible event.
Cross it out.
I didn't see your legs.
I had to babysit. I don't know what happened on Friday. I was pissed, but I'll take it like that. I had to babysit.
Bro, you missed. You missed big time. But to everyone who missed last weekend's Crystal concert, well, I hope next year you will not miss because it was such a banger.
Were you there? Tell us about it. In a minute or two.
So I got there, say like 4-ish, and obviously the team was there setting up. Event, Ghanaians, they don't like to attend the event early, but so from the beginning it was really slow. Then all of a sudden it's like everybody just started coming. It was wonderful. And people actually make time to look great for the event. I was so impressed by our guests. Like our MS24 guests, they don't play. They came dressed like they're coming for a breast cancer concert. Let's talk about our hosts, Lali and Lola. Incredible hosts. Oh my God. Lali and Lola, wherever you are, we love you. We love you. And our headline artist, Jackie, she killed it hands down. About over an hour performance, wonderful performance, back to back. There was Kesa, there was Kiki Celine, there was Bad Milk. See, the girls just came with their A game and it was absolutely fantastic. Then we had different conversations. So we had two survivors come through to speak to us, Dorothy Amwa and Victoria, and Miriam, actually, not Victoria, Miriam. And so Miriam had a conversation with the ladies, and obviously I came in and had a conversation with Dorothy about Dorothy's hope. And Dorothy also is a breast cancer survivor, and so she started a foundation that is supporting people living with breast cancer and also educating people on breast cancer. And so obviously it was imperative for her to show up. Back-to-back entertainment. Food was good. I had some really good kebab and juice and stuff. Okay. It was really, really good.
Now making me feel bad. Now making me feel.
And you know
really
that's
bad.
me, I'm not an outside person.
Right.
So when I tell you it was good. It was really, really good. Big shout outs to Team MX24. You do this. And someone said to me that you people, you're very consistent, and indeed we are. For so booth. Oh, listen, guys, it was really beautiful. Amazing. So Shandoff and the team, thank you so much for pulling off such an incredible event, and we're looking forward to bigger things for MX24. Now you, who didn't go to Cross It Out? Now what did I do on Saturday? Saturday was a mixture of things, but obviously I spent the day again with one of my favorite people. It was a really good day. Yeah, my Saturday was really, really good. I had a good time. We had bad conversations because we had a bone to pick.
Right.
But if someone, I told you this before, if someone is my person, I mean, no matter what's happening, we're going to talk.
Yeah.
And when we talk, we're going to make up, and then we're going to move on. If you're my person, we're going to talk. I don't care where we are at. We're going to talk. So we had that talk, and so the devil is pinching me to mention this. I will not mention. So we're going to move forward. I want to say a big one to Jeff, Afinuna, Gabby, and that's one effort. Godwin. Shout out to you, Godwin.
Oh, he was there.
He was there.
Oh.
If I tell you what Godwin was doing, you won't believe it. and Esther Smith, our in-house Esther Smith. The interns were absolutely phenomenal.
Right.
Guys, it was amazing. I loved every bit of it. Great job. And to our bosses at the top, shout out to you, Boji and Mr. Mensah. We love you. We love you. Anyway, coming back to you.
Let's talk about what is trending. First off, Harry Nijusu. Why? Because SHS students well, there was a viral video of a said student going to Yasantua Senior High School, and then she had, I don't know if you saw the video, she had long curly hair.
Beautiful hair.
Would you believe that that video is AI? Yes, that video is AI. It's not an original video. It's AI. And I wish I had the video. So I took time to look at the video. I was listening to one radio commentary the last time, and they were doing an analysis of how AI is gradually taking over the news space, and it is alarming.
Who did that?
Exactly. So if you look at the video, certain gestures, certain movement of the hand, the way the barber crops the hair, the way he's even holding the clipper, is AI.
Hey, how come I missed this one?
Yeah, but it
Maybe I was too emotional because it happened to me.
Oh, it did.
Yes, I had a lot of hair from primary school to junior high school. Then when I had to go to SHS, I had to cut my hair. I cried like a sick baby.
Didn't you know you have to cut your hair? Or as in that time you weren't prepared for?
I wasn't prepared. And then again, I mean, there were so many situations surrounding my going to senior high school. So again, I didn't have time to think about that. Then there was an offer on the table that if you want to go to senior high school, the kind of senior high school we want to take you to, you have to cut your hair. Because you know.
Right.
If we don't want you to go back to the school, I'm going to be doing beauty contests.
Exactly the way Harry Acheisu addressed it. So
I get what he means.
There was a lot of conversation as to why we allow students cut their hair and if it is right for them to do so, you know. And then he was speaking at the Mauli anniversary over the weekend, and he said that, well, our senior high schools are not beauty contests, and he is not going to, under his watch as education minister, it's not going to happen that we'll see girls go to school with hair. It is not going to happen. If you are going to senior high school, just like it has been the norm, you cut your hair down, cut, sweat, and go.
And I see so much sense in what he's saying. I'm a younger, and when I was
I find it problematic because if you look at and I am coming from the preference we give to students coming from the outside. I had a foreign exchange student in my school. I don't know if we call them foreign exchange, but like she was a foreigner in our school, and she was allowed to keep her hair. I mean, if you are coming to the Ghanaian system, do as the Romans do, and I understand I'm coming. You also cut your hair some.
Well, I had a girl in my class that they made cut her hair.
Yeah.
She cut her hair.
Right.
She cut it short, very, very short. It was cute on her though. What was her name? Hey, I think it's Selena. Yeah, it was Selena. She had a Ghanaian father, but she was she was boring. More white than she was. Yeah. And I'd say that there's a reason why this is a very good thing. Okay, there's a reason why this is a good thing. If you're a young girl, you'd realize that the time you spend on your hair can be very exhausting. And the way your hair looks can mess and make up your mood. You don't want to put yourself through that. And when you're in a school, girls are very competitive. And so, Abeka say, class maybe is 6 o'clock. I think you don't want to put yourself through that. So, cut the hair, go to school. You have a whole life ahead of you to be making hair. You know, you have a whole life ahead of you to be making hair. Right. I think this is not something we should be fighting over.
It shouldn't even be considered. Hair. Right.
It will grow.
Right.
It will grow.
Right.
Let's not attach any spirituality to it. It's a system that must work. In certain areas, you wear uniform. In certain areas, you're not demanded to wear uniform. It is the way things work. Let's just go with that. So now we are coming to now sit down as a country, and now we're worried about whether or not. Yeah, very, very distracted people, man. Very distracted people. This issue, we could go deeper into it and look at even the benefits or what it brings to the table to the young girl to just keep themselves away from the stress of making hair. You know, if you're in a boarding school, which means that the school has to provide a certain facility for students who have hair, you know, to make their hairs because they won't allow you to go outside the school. If you're day students, which means that aside of your, you know, apart from your school fees and all of this, your parents have to be worrying about your hair, what hair you're making. And this, I heard someone say that, and I said, "Conroe, the over Conroe to me, they try 10 months. Oh, your baby or back a crown hair." say 2 weeks, conra, how,
Itchy
you know,
gets.
not itchy, but how you don't feel like you're trendy enough.
Right.
So just keep the sweat. You know, after that, after school, it's even more exciting. Like, I'm finishing school to go and make my hair. You know, you need all of that adrenaline to move forward in life.
Right.
So I think it's very, I like how firm he's been. Probably, again, like the president said, he's probably one of my favorite ministers. I believe in his leadership. I believe that he knows what he's doing. And I believe that under his leadership, we might get some drastic change in our educational system if he's on, if he, you know, stays on this path that he's on in advance.
Talking about leadership, so it's been a little over 3 months since Ghana lost its defense minister. And already the minority is biting hard into the conversation, asking why President John Dramani Mahama has not made a substantive appointment for the late Dr. Edward Omane Boamah.
Yes, why?
What?
Yes, why?
Exactly, but people are also asking if the appointed minister, which was Atufo, who is the finance minister, is actually acting in the capacity.
He's not.
And why the deputy minister for defense has not been sort of elevated to maybe act in the capacity. Because if you look at the position Atufo wields, finance minister is a huge ministerial role. And then including defense ministry as well, and I completely understand the sentiments of the minority, given the fact that we are having some issues with border security, we are having influx of migrants from war-prone or conflict-prone areas. They're actually calling on President John Dramani as a matter of urgency to beef up, not actually beef up, appoint a substantive minister to take over from the late Dr. Edward Omane Boamah. Your thoughts?
What is keeping us from appointing someone for the job?
Maybe we haven't found the right person, right candidate.
Why?
Right.
You see, we need to be very intentional about running this country. Do we have any law or any structure that says that if today, touch wood, never will happen, if a president, okay, let's say in the past, the president passed and in less than 24 hours, we had a new president.
Less than 2 hours, sir.
Yes.
Less than 2 hours.
That is the structure, existing structure, right? Why can't we have a defense minister yet? Why? Why is the man who is carrying one of the biggest loads of this country, running the financial affairs of this country, being put in that position? To do what exactly?
Right.
What has he been doing so far? And even if it's working, is that not too much for the gentleman to handle? Is that not a lot of work? And so if tomorrow we have to have a conversation with Dr. Kaseo Atufo and have, you know, get some results, he'll be like, oh, I was at the defense ministry handling matters of defense. That's what we're going to, we want to be doing.
Right.
I think we have not overly been sensitive about this issue. I'm not going to say that. That's not going to come out of my mouth. But I think that there is a country to run.
I want us, maybe, I'm thinking that maybe the president has forgotten.
Forgotten? I doubt.
Could it be? Because
no, I would rather, I'd rather he's doing this intentionally.
Right.
To honor the man. I'd rather that than he has forgotten. Kai,
what
I'd
better?
rather he knows what he's doing.
Right.
I'd rather he is aware that we don't have a defense minister. But I don't know who to put there. Yes, let me just talk like I'm speaking to my friend. My darling boy is gone.
Right.
I'm not sure if I want anybody to sit in his seat here. Let me just give him a couple of months before I replace him. I don't want him to feel so replaceable. I can get that. That I would respect. And I'll tell him that, Oga,
okay,
you have a country to run. Yeah. If Dr. Omane Boamah was here, is it Omane Boamah?
Yeah, Omane Boamah.
I just felt like
Edward Omane Boamah.
Edward, because I didn't add Edward, I felt like I pronounced the wrong name. Oh, God. If he was here today, he would have wanted this country to move on.
To move on, yeah.
Trust me. He would have wanted this country to do better just because he passed. You know, or just because he wanted the best for this country. And so I think this is a time for the president to, I don't think that it's even right that he had to wait for the minorities to start speaking on this, to make it look like he's incompetent.
But it is not only the defense. I don't know why everybody's looking at the defense ministry, because we also lost Murtala Mohammed, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology. Nobody's really looking in that direction. Everybody.
Because Ghanaians are not concerned about environment. But that environment issue is coming to catch them. Because I know that he was very big on climate change,
plastics.
and you know, the use of plastics, abolishing the use of plastics, and all this. He was very concerned about the environment. And so in honor of these gallant men, why don't we just replace them and get the work done?
Right.
Let's get someone who we know for sure is going to honor their memories by getting the work they wanted done. You know, I think we've done enough with this.
Finally, Ato Forson, 13th November, 2026 budget reading in Parliament.
What are my expectations?
But before that, there's a birdie going around saying that, well, the COVID levy, which they promised to take care in the second budget, which was the mid-year budget review in 2025, might be included in the 2026 budget.
It's in the law.
It's might too. It's not like it is going to be included.
So the COVID levy situation, I'm just beginning to understand what is involved. And I think that it's unfortunate that the average Ghanaian hasn't been properly briefed about why we're stuck with the COVID levy.
Right.
Certain institutions, certain decisions financially for this country were tied to that COVID levy. So removing it is not going to be that easy. I want to, in a layman's language, this is what I'm going to say. Certain things, certain expenditures are attached to that. And we don't have an alternative for the COVID levy. So, unfortunately, I am, per my understanding, I'm not expecting that it will show up anytime soon to be abolished. But I am thinking that because there was a promise made, that the ministry has been proactive in finding other ways to
generate revenue,
sort this issue out. Having said that, we can only wait. We can only wait. I am looking forward to 2026 budget, you know, to run this country. I know they're going to mention some huge amount of money.
I mean, I'm looking at the Galamsey allocation. I mean, the president says that.
He said he was going to allocate some
allocation.
funds for, and he said it will be in the next budget. So wait for that.
Nurses are also crying. Let's see if you are going to see an increase or a reduction.
Guess who I met over the weekend?
Tell me.
I met Tony Goodman.
Right.
So good morning to you, Tony Goodman. He says he owes us a conversation. So we're going to be speaking to Tony Goodman very soon. He's a spokesperson for the Ministry of Health. And he's in charge of facilities or something. But he's a spokesperson for the ministry. And there's a lot of things, there are a lot of conversations we need to dissect. So yes, we're going to look at what is going to be allocated for nurses. Galamsey. Okay. So let's get into our stories.
Let's get into our stories for this morning. My name is Augustine Adam Kobichi-Senton, former Minister for Defence and Member of Parliament for Bimbilla, Dominic Nitiwu, has called on President John Dramani Mahama to, as a matter of urgency, appoint a substantive Minister for Defence to provide leadership in addressing emergency security threats across the country. Now, President Mahama appointed the Minister for Finance, Dr. Kaseo Ato Forson, to act as Defence Minister following the tragic death of Dr. Edward Omane-Boamah in a helicopter crash on August 6, 2025. Since then, the Defence Ministry has been without a substantive minister. Now, speaking to journalists on the floor of Parliament on Friday, October 24, 2025, Dr. Nitiwu expressed concern over what he described as the prolonged delay in making a substantive appointment, warning that it could affect the effectiveness and functioning of the ministry. He stressed that the growing insecurity within the West African sub-region demand strong and focused leadership at Ghana's Defence Ministry. He added that President John Dramani Mahama should, as a matter of urgency, act swiftly, whether by elevating the current Deputy Minister or nominating a new appointee to ensure stability and continuity in the country's defence administration. For the full details of his speech, visit mx24online.com, where you get to the inside scoop into all the statements the former Minister for Defence and Member of Parliament for the Bimbilla constituency made with regards to the appointment of a substantive Minister for Defence following Dr. Edward Omane-Boamah's death in the August 6 helicopter crash. Now, we still stay on issues with the minority, as the minority in Parliament has renewed its call on the government to submit to Parliament the policy documents covering its leadership or flagship programs for proper scrutiny. According to the caucus, none of the 11 flagship initiatives launched so far by President John Dramani Mahama has been laid before the House for consideration. A situation they say undermines Parliament's oversight role and deprives the public of clarity about the initiatives. Addressing journalists in Parliament on Sunday, October 26, 2025, the ranking member on the Economy and Development Committee and Member of Parliament for the Ofuase Ayeribi constituency, Kojo Oponkroma, urged the government to present the document for parliamentary review. He cited programs such as the 1 million coders program, the 24-hour economy program, jobs exports program, and the Ejumara program as examples, stressing that it is important that the program documents be properly laid before Parliament so oversight could be key. Now take a listen to Kojo Oponkroma.
Economic policy and then the specific programs that the government wants to run. The big economic policy that is submitted just mentions these programs, that will do a 1 million coders program aimed at training 1 million people for digital skills. People will say here. A figure is put by it. The minister will show up at committee level to defend his whole budget is approved. It doesn't mean that the program document has been brought to Parliament or has even been published. So as at now, you have 11 programs and initiatives that this government has launched on various platforms, and ministers have been giving hundreds of millions of Ghana cedis ostensibly to go and execute them. I can take you through the list. 1 million coders program, the 24-hour economy program, the jobs export program, the Jumera program, the national apprenticeship program, the Tree for Life program. Many people don't even know about it. The Accra Reset program, the president launched it at the UN. The One Child, One Tree initiative. Then quite recently, they've launched the Ghana Infrastructure Plan, the free tertiary for persons with disabilities, and then the No Free Stress program. These are about 11 programs government has launched. And our argument is that not one of them has had the program document that tells you, so what is the target, what is the selection criteria, what is the results framework, what are the key performance indicators, so that you can exercise oversight. Even if not just by us members of Parliament, you, the media, do you know the details? Do civil society members know the details? Does the general public know? How does even an ordinary person know and access? So it's important that the program documents are properly laid before Parliament so that the work of oversight can start. My intelligence suggests that it's even been discussed at Cabinet, and the President has instructed that the minister should bring the program documents to Parliament. So I think it's important. We don't need to run away from it. The program documents need to come so that now Parliament is seized with it and then oversight can start.
Now let's turn our focus from Parliament to the New Patriotic Party, as the flag bearer hopeful of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, says he's confident of securing overwhelming support from delegates in the Tano North constituency in the party's 2026 presidential primaries. Dr. Bawumia, who is touring the Ahafo region as part of his campaign, says he expects at least 90% of votes in the constituency, building on the 84% endorsement he received during the 2023 contest. The former vice president made these remarks during an engagement with the delegates on the first day of his regional tour, which also covered the Tano South and Isutifi North constituencies. He thanked party members for their continued loyalty, describing Tano North's support as a testament to his enduring relationship with the grassroots. The former vice president is still on campaign. Visit mx24online.com for updates with regards to statements made by himself as well as other presidential hopefuls from the New Patriotic Party, or flag bearer hopefuls of the New Patriotic Party, as they make their mark in constituencies, regions nationwide, selling out their messages ahead of the 31st January 2026 presidential primaries of the New Patriotic Party. Who becomes tops? Well, follow Voting Voices for the latest updates, and MX24 News for the latest updates on the NPP presidential campaign, as we bring you updates subsequently. And from the NPP camp, let's turn our focus to the world of business as Finance Minister Dr. Acheisu Boateng is expected to present the 2026 budget statement and economic policy to Parliament on November 13, 2025. Now, sources close to the process have confirmed this news. The proposed date, which is subject to parliamentary approval, will mark the government's first major budget presentation since winning the 2024 elections and assuming full control of the economy. Now, analysts have noted that the 2025 budget largely operated within the framework established by the previous administration. Now, under the Public Financial Management Act, the Finance Minister, acting on behalf of the President, is required to present the national budget to Parliament not later than November 15 each year. Dr. Boateng is expected to review several tax levies, including the much talked about COVID-19 levy as part of efforts to ease the burden on businesses and households. He has also hinted in interviews that the 2026 budget will prioritize job creation and economic growth. Well, you want to stay glued to mx24online.com and mx24gh as we bring you updates subsequently, and then the conversation surrounding the budget reading, or if Parliament should approve of the 13th of November date established or put out by the ministry, we will bring you updates subsequently. But to education, as the Minister for Education, Reginald Acheisu, has issued a stern warning against inappropriate hairstyles and dressing among students in second cycle institutions across the country. Speaking at the 75th anniversary celebration of Mauli Senior High School in Ho on Saturday, October 25, 2025, Mr. Reginald Acheisu urged the Ghana Education Service and schools and school heads to take full control of student behavior on campus. His comments directly addressed the growing debate over whether to allow female students keep long hair in school. Here's what the minister said.
An ongoing debate in social media about haircuts and size and length of hair in secondary schools. We will not tolerate it today, we will not tolerate it tomorrow, and so long as we are molding character. If we give in to hair today, tomorrow it will be shoes, and the next day it will be the way they dress. Therefore, as part of our disciplinary measures, headmasters and GES, you are accordingly empowered to take full control of how students behave on your campuses. So anybody who thinks that your child will walk into any institution of learning as if that child, forgive my words, was to attend a beauty contest, the school environment is not for that purpose and not cut for.
Now, to some other news, President John Dramani Mahama has announced that government will enforce the 5% employment quota for persons with disabilities across public and private sectors. The directive forms part of efforts to promote inclusivity and ensure equal access to employment opportunities for persons living with disabilities.
We would enforce a minimum 5% employment quota for persons with disability. 5% employment quota for persons with disability, and this will be across public and private sectors. Private sector organizations that meet the quota, they will be given tax incentives. And every public sector, through their ministers, will have to report annually that they have met the 5% quota. We would enforce a minimum 5% employment quota for persons with disability. Employment quota for persons with disability, and this will be across public and private sectors. Private sector organizations that meet the quota, they will be given tax incentives. And every public sector, through their ministers, will have to report annually that they have met the 5% quota.
That was President John Dramani Mahama there speaking. Now let's turn our focus to some international stories coming in this morning, as hundreds of protesters have clashed with security forces in several cities across Cameroon a day before results of a highly contested presidential elections are due to be announced. Now, police fired tear gas and water cannons at supporters of opposition candidate Issa Chimora Bakri in his stronghold of Garoua in the north part of the country. Now, the protesters were denouncing what they described as a plan by the ruling Cameroon People's Democratic Movement, CPDM, to steal the victory from the opposition leader. Now, Bakri has claimed victory in the 2025 October 12 polls challenging incumbent President Paul Biya's 43-year rule. Now, authorities have since banned public gatherings until later today, Monday, October 27, 2025, when the Constitutional Council is set to announce the results of the October 12, 2025 presidential elections in Cameroon. Now, for the full details of what is happening in Cameroon or updates with regards to what's happening in Cameroon, visit mx24online.com. We'll bring you updates as and when results are declared, and exactly the movement or the situation with regards to protests and the ban that has been placed. Will it be lifted? What arrangements, security arrangements are also being made in surrounding areas? We'll try and bring you updates subsequently. But that's all for the morning news on the AM Club. My name is Augustine Edem Kobitu Saint. For more news and updates, remember to join us at mx24online.com or follow us on all our social media pages at mx24gh and mx24 news on Instagram. The show continues right after this.
We're going to move straight to the world of sports right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
On Sunday, the 2nd of November, at the Accra International Conference Center, grace will overflow like never before. The Floral Made by Grace Concert Season 4, the Overflowing Grace Experience, with PSC Esther, alongside Joe Metal, Ohima Messi, Obapa Christie, Kofi Owusu-Pepra, Kweku Tay, the PIWC, TNS, and Cindy Thompson. Gates open at 4 p.m. Event begins at 5 p.m. prompt. Step into an atmosphere of beauty, reverence, and supernatural grace. Admission is free, but the encounter is priceless. The Floral Made by Grace Concert, where beauty meets the supernatural and grace overflows. Sponsors: Flora, Tango, Top Choco, BH Minerals, Rhythms Africa, Las Palmas, Timeline Creatives, Gospel 360 Africa. Media partners:
Good morning, welcome to our Monday morning right here on AM Club. My name is Sedinam Edmund. It's time for sports, and sport is certainly always brought to you kind of sketchy. Betway ensuring that you always get way more. Now, you can be the next biggest betting influencer in town. Yeah, a lot of results not going the way guys would expect, but a lot of guys still making cool cash. All you need to do is log on to www.betway.com.gh, stake a bet, and share your booking code with your friends, your family, your associates, your colleagues, anyone who wants to make some cool cash on the side. And anytime anyone uses your unique booking code to stake a bet, you earn money. It's that simple. So whether the bet ends up winning or losing, once they stake, you earn some cool cash. It's only available on betway.com.gh. Remember that terms and conditions uniquely always do apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. With Betway, you always guaranteed to get way more than you actually bargained for. But remember, no under 18 betting. No under 18 betting. And always do bets the responsible way. It's been a lovely weekend, and Mimi has been chilling. Yeah, she has been chilling. Yeah, she watches football on the side. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. So is that what you put into Barcelona yesterday?
Me is not me, oh.
Wow.
Me is not me.
I'm officially, like not.
No, you can't leave. Dabi.
I'm
Yeah, understand? No.
But I usually leave no me. It's not team lose. I'm Mayday.
Yeah.
Mayday.
Yeah.
I'm always with the winning team. I'm no longer with Barcelona until they begin to win matches.
Oh, don't worry. They'll win their next game. But this one, yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Yes, sir. My weekend was full of work.
Oh, you were with us. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They try.
Oh.
They try to take citizen.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah, I came to, you see, it was a sort of prelude to what happened on Saturday for me. I had a very, very stressful week. So I just needed to loosen stuff up. Yeah. And for the first time in a long while, it led to me exercising a lot more than I usually do. Yeah. So.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why there's one gentleman laughing behind one screen B. But anyways, if you want to know why he's laughing, you see, you guys say you join me anytime I'm going for Junction Mall. Yeah. You guys don't come.
Oh, so I was Junction Malling myself over the weekend as well with a creative art agency. So we had a walk from Elwak to, what's it called? Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park.
Oh, a shot.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Charlie, see.
Don't vex me.
Don't worry. See, what Accra Christmas traffic can make you do, that's a shot. Trust me. You don't want to know some of the distances I have covered on foot in this town.
You're a unique case.
Trust me.
Nothing will make me walk from
Elwak to Kwame Nkrumah.
Nothing.
But on the other road is straight there.
It wasn't straight.
But you. Let me not do this.
It was a long walk with the creative art agency led by Gideon Ayikwe. Mr. Gideon Ayikwe. And wonderful. I have a few questions for him. So we're going to try to get him tomorrow or Wednesday on the show and ask about what he's doing over there. I have some few questions for him as well. So so I'll link it to you so that I send it to you. 2 questions. You ask it, he's watching.
Very simple. Sports has a component of entertainment in it. How is he tapping into that to make sure that the creative art space gets their maximum that is available for them in sports? You see, I feel it's bad for the creative arts people to constantly sit on the sidelines and wait to be called to take in sports. I feel creative arts people should come up with proposals and move to the clubs.
Doing what exactly? I mean, give me clarity on that. Doing what
Typical example. When you go to the UK, there are ordinary tickets and then there are hospitality tickets. That's just one example. So what if a creative arts person, all of them provide services, there are rules people don't understand about what's going on and they blame people for it. you can make skits about those. Number
Rules
two. Yeah,
in the world of sports.
Yeah, you want to go global, you can do world of sports. Because when you go into the EPL, when they want to do offside, they want to find out offside and things, they use a system called VAR. But when you go to Spain, they don't use VAR for offside. They use VAR for other things, but for offside, they use something known as automated, semi-automated technology, refereeing technology. And that one, it is clear, you see it. But
the VAR is not clear.
Oh, VAR. Today, VAR, they can decide at the VAR for the EPL is a Stockport Park in the UK. Today, they'll use your fingernail to calculate the offside. Tomorrow, they'll use your shoulder. Tomorrow, they'll use your hip. So it keeps changing. But for the semi-automated system, it was used in the World Cup, the previous edition in Qatar. Once it's drawn, it's drawn. If your shadow is even falling offside, it's offside.
Interesting. Okay, so I want to see how you want the creative arts agency.
Oh, so I'm coming.
Okay.
So now, creative arts agency, you approach, say the NSA. We would provide halftime entertainment for the people to come into the stadium more. And it's a win-win for all parties involved. It is not only when Black Stars are playing football that people go and be at the park. Then, why did you play Shatawale song alone? Why did you... No. Okay, so we have a timetable. A couple of teams use the Accra Sports Stadium as their home grounds. A couple of teams play just close by. There are musicians or creative arts people everywhere in this country. You go to Sweden, they are there. Takwa, they are there. So let's bring the local economy into sport so that we all benefit from it. Trust me, the sporting economy, in this country is untapped. Let's forget the Black Stars. And please, when we finish, I'll send a message to the minister as well, because this morning, it's been a week and it's been coming. And if we don't take care, let me bring it to tree. I'm not going to speak English here. If we don't take care, if we don't take care, eggs will be on our faces.
Why?
Good morning to the GFA president. Good morning to the NSA boss. No, I'll include him as well. The NSA boss and also the sports minister and all his technical team members. Not the GFU, the sports minister.
What have they done? What is the problem?
So the Black Queens went to Egypt and won 3-0. Now they just have to come and replicate similar dose in Accra tomorrow, 3:30. I'm inviting you. That is if the game comes on. Why you ask? Why would the game come on, right? So since the Black Queens touched down in the country after that game in Egypt, they have not gone for a training session. Oh yeah, they are old bonuses, and they are waiting for the bonuses to be paid before they go back.
I haven't seen, and so I'm not going to sit here and say that he hasn't spoken about it, but has the minister been able to speak to this issue? Because this happened last week. This conversation's been coming. We talked about it last week.
It's been boing and coming. So far, the minister has not said anything yet.
GFA president.
Oh, the GFA president. Let me give you more details. So the GFA president, and then you know the football players, they have a body that takes care of their welfare. The leader of that body, one of the, the big men of the body is Anthony Bafo. Me, today I'm giving only, I'll not draw any correlation to who, what, no. I'll tell you what happened. So Anthony Bafo and executives of the GFA went to see the Queens yesterday. They had a long talk. After they left, the Queens crossed their leg and did not go for the training session.
And I think this would be last year or 2 years ago. We talked about it here, and I said at the helm of affairs of the GFA, there were women that were to make these happen. It's not like we are coming to sit here and mention anybody's name, but if people had that amount of money,
you've gone there. No, you've gone there straight away.
What can I do? I didn't want to, but
no, but
if people had that amount of money, and they couldn't encourage for the queens who are, because this person owns a football club that is a women's football club. They're not female football clubs. So I do not understand how, unless of course there were no, funding provided for the Queen.
No. Unfortunately, there has to be funding.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
And I think that when making budgets for the running of the NSA, the GFA, and the Ministry of Sports, it's almost as if the women are relegated every single time. Like, we've been having this conversation. I remember 2016, I started media. And ever since I started media, I think every year we come back to talk about the women football and how they have been neglected. Yeah. So I want to see what is going on. Why can't these girls be paid? Why can't their bonuses be given back to them? What is the problem behind it? Because again, I think the last time we had a conversation about it, I asked, who were we speaking to? I asked about it. I think when it was Olympics. Okay, so we talked about it. We asked that the women involved, how are they being taken care of? And we're told that, there's provision made for them. Some of them were taking care of themselves. And it was also almost as if, if you want to be a part of it, you have to make sure, but they are appealing, for government to support. When it comes to the women, it's almost as if we do not care. It's Black Stars here, that's Waska. Near the support Black Stars. And it's okay. But do not, listen, support the Black Stars as much as you can or you want to. But do not neglect the Black Princesses are going to bring their issue very soon. Yeah. Oh, the under-20s are coming, by the way. Yeah. They have been winning games. Yeah. You see, all these three, teams have been doing extremely well. Yeah. Over what the Black Stars have ever tried to do. In the past couple of years. And they are the very ones who are overlooked. It's heartbreaking to see this. So, as the minister over a week hasn't spoken about it, again, nobody's come from my head because I've not heard him say but you see, it's unfortunate. Unfortunately, I now have to rule some lines. I know the minister knows about this. Reason why I say I know he knows about it is last week, Monday, one of the technical people for the minister at the ministry spoke at the launch of the Black Queens versus the Three Lions, which will be happening much later this year in England. Spoke at that event and acknowledged the fact that the Queens were yet to be paid and that the monies will be sorted. When? We are waiting. How many months in arrears? The arrears do not tell us the full one because people keep hiding the amount they collect inside the Black Queens and stuff, so they'll just massage it. But we know that there's some $9,800 somewhere that they have to sort everybody some. Yeah. So tomorrow, if I'll give you updates. Me, I'll be there. I'll go and sit at the stadium and cross my leg. They have a game tomorrow. Yeah. They haven't trained. No. They haven't trained. Oh, Charlie, they've been chilling in the hotel, But myself, I need to go and pass there some. Maybe there'll be free breakfast. They sleep in. Who they pay for that one? That one, the government to pay. So government have money to pay for a hotel, but no will pay them. You see, the GFA. See. Or arrangements have been done, so I know it's already taken care
camping.
Of. Camping.
Camping.
Let's get into our stories.
Anyways, let's get into our stories. So we are expecting to hear from the minister possibly much later today. Away from the whole Black Queens issue, let's jump into some issues that happened over the weekend as well. And it was the last Saturday. It's Pink October. And it was stepboard aerobics that happened inside the Junction Mall. Here are excerpts from it as we also spoke to some participants.
The stepboard movement, I think it's a vibe that everybody enjoy, especially the newcomers. When they come and meet the stepboard like this, with the variety of movement and coaches, it makes them so happy. And even as they are exhausted, even because it keeps changing from one to the other, they don't even complain as like maybe when we do freestyle even. So I think the stepboard works more for them than the freestyle. That is to my seeing. I'm sorry for them mixing it anyway, but then the next section will be 29th November. Please don't sit at home. Trust me, we are adding more vibes to the stepboard. which you will not get anywhere, but only here. So please make it a point.
Because it's Pink October, we decided to spice it up a little. That was why we brought the step board, so more ladies will come. And as you can see, more ladies have joined this time around other than the previous months. Yeah, so we do the Junction Mall aerobics the last Saturday of every month. So to join us every last Saturday of every month to come and work out. And then as you can see, you don't just come here to work out. We have coconuts for you, so bolo, and then smoothie. Just after working out, then we give it to you free.
So today is very, very good, and I'm so happy to come to experience the workouts. I would like to tell them they've mixed a lot, but next month they should try and come. They should come and experience the workouts.
All right, so that's as far as that is concerned with Junction Mall, but we're up again next month. You can come through, yeah. You want to see me work out behind the scenes? Yeah, come through. Yeah, I can see people are throwing their hands and liking some videos, but anyways, we'll move away from that and get into the GPL, where Hartlefolk head coach Didi Dramani says that he believes his team should have won their game against Gold Stars SC. The game that happened yesterday afternoon ended 2-2 with Accra Hartlefolk seeing their clean sheet status since the start of the league season being wiped away.
Won the game, hands down. First 15 minutes, we created some very decent opportunity chances, but I think still we need to improve on our decision making in the final third to pick out the right options.
Now, away from the Ghana Premier League, let's go into Spain, where the biggest football game of the weekend happened. It was between Real Madrid and then Barcelona. After it was all said and done, Real Madrid found the superior upper hand over Barcelona, ending the game with a 2-1 victory. After the game, there was a lot of scuffle that happened because it's alleged that one player told the other, "You talk too much, talk and now let's see." And it led to a whole milieu that happened. A lot of talking points still has to do with this game. But assistant coach for Barcelona, who stood on the sidelines because Hansi Flick had been suspended for a red card he took in the previous game, had this to say after the game. He says they made a lot of mistakes, which they would definitely sought to rectify. Marcos Sorg.
Yeah, we are all very disappointed about the loss because we could have more, honestly. We played a well game. We lose sometimes too often the ball, and Real also. But the difference was they used our mistakes more than their mistakes. And in the last third, honestly, our felt penetration power for more chances and everything. Yeah, I think we made a well game. Yeah. We played in Bernabeu. We had more than 60% ball possession. I think that's a good thing, and we have 28 more games. Nothing happened, and we are looking forward more than positive after this game today, but we are very disappointed.
So Marcus saying that they are very disappointed. So away from Spain, other interesting results that happened across Europe include the fact that Chelsea lost again at home, this time to Sunderland. Yes, newcomers Sunderland, yeah, they beat Chelsea at the bridge. And also, the big one, Brentford beat Liverpool at home. Wonderful, wonderful times. Now, away from that, let's cross the pond and get into the NBA, because the NBA is back in full force and a lot of records already getting shattered. As Austin Reeves, he scored a career-high 51 points. And also, you also have DeAndre contributing 22 points and 15 rebounds as the team Lakers beat the Sacramento Kings by 127 to 120. After the game, now Austin Reeves has joined the greats who have scored more than 50 points in a game for the Lakers. This is what he had to say. Austin Reeves actually missed out on a triple-double by just one rebound. Yeah, so this is a double-double for him. So when we say triple-double, that means you have double points when it comes to baskets, you have double points when it comes to steals, you have double points when it comes to also rebounds, or you can even replace one with assists. So that's how it works. Don't worry, we'll break down the technical terms for you. Anyways, that's that as far as that is concerned. We're back at 4 p.m. with all the highlights, including what happened inside Mexico with relation to Formula One. We have a lot of goals for you this weekend from the GPL, a lot of goals from Europe, and a lot more when we back at 4 p.m. Sports on the M Club was brought to you kind of sketchy Betway ensuring that you always do get way more. This time is all about being the next biggest betting influencer. All you have to do is just log on to www.betway.com.gh, stake a bet, and then just share your unique booking code with your friends, your family, and even everyone on social media. And once anyone uses your unique betting code to stake a bet, you earn some cool cash. Whether the bet ends up winning or losing, you still earn once they stake. It's unique to one platform, that is betway.com.gh. Log on today because terms and conditions always do apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. With Betway, you guaranteed to get way more. No under 18 betting. Just get way more. Just log on, yeah? Let's play and have some fun. Anyways, good morning on that note. There's someone who has been really taking advantage of this particular feature on Betway. Yeah, my colleague. His name is Fifi Manfred. Good morning to you. He's been really doing a lot. I won't say anything. We'll meet on the other side. Anyways, up next is Daphne Flashy. Yeah, coming to put it all up, sum it together with what happened in entertainment over the weekend. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Ghana. Happy Money-making Monday. You're welcome to Entertainment News segment right here on the AM Club Coffee Daily. I told you that AM Club is the biggest morning show in the capital, and so you can argue with your phones if you don't believe me. But hey, I'm starting nice this week. We're not going to go violence, and so forgive me for saying that. But good morning. Good morning, Mimi. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
The last time I saw you, you were having so much fun at CrossFit. You see, I told you there's something in Mimi that we don't know. Let me tell you, when I saw her, and let me tell you, Mimi was all in her gloriness, showing us what her mama gave her and what God gave her. Yes.
What was that?
God gave you.
Give me what?
Why are you always hiding it? You're always hiding it.
Hey.
Yes.
Move on. What do you have in entertainment?
I'm not moving on. We'll talk about it. Because apparently, it's what we have in entertainment today. Today, entertainment is about you. So, yeah, you're going to be very surprised.
You still want to keep your job, Abby?
Yeah.
Skip that story.
So can we get into it now? Well, media personality, Miriam Uju, I'm like...
Anyway, you had so much fun.
Yes, I did.
Ask
me how I'm doing again.
That was really good to see.
Ask me how I'm doing again. I didn't answer it. Ask it. I started.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fabulous. I slept well. I'm amazing. I'm walking in grace and happiness. And I got everything going on with me.
And you wore your mother's dress?
No, I didn't.
Because anytime you wear a cute little dress, this dress is not yours. It's for your mom.
I thought Friday you said I know how to do the styling well. So what are you doing?
Yeah, but you style your mother's dress better than
my own. I'll put you to shame.
Let's all agree that this dress is for your mom.
Well,
anyway.
Apart from Mimi's lovely smile that is brightening us up this morning, let's take a look at what happened at Cross It Out concert. Nice intro, eh? That's such a I'm not a job do. Well, let's take a look at Cross It Out concert 2025. Now, this happened on the 24th of October, and it was a Friday. We had our Ghana's favorite twins, Lali and Lola, in the building. We also had Jackie in the building. My favorite part of Cross It Out concert was when I saw Ira and Jackie doing their solo. In fact, it was supposed to be a performance, but I know that Era stole the show. Mimi, what would you say the highlight of Cross It Out was for you? The highlight for me was when you came to dance across there and I was giving you fast. I say, Miss Uduak. What about you?
I think a highlight would be... No, I don't want to do this. No, I kind of single one performance. I think it was just the fact that we're able to pull off such a wonderful event to, continue to drum in the ears of people.
Yeah.
Breast cancer and the challenges it came with. It wasn't just a concert. So I'll probably say that my highlights would be when we had conversations with the survivors.
Yes.
I have never seen anything like this before. I've been in the event industry for like 8 years. Back to back. I've never seen anything like this before, where we get to celebrate the strong people who have gone through, the strong women who have gone through this phase, and come out on the other side, and they even move forward to, put together initiatives that will help other people who are going through it. I think that's absolutely fantastic.
Yes. In one conversation you were having with Madam Dorothy Amoa, she spoke about finding out she has stage 3 cancer at the age of 29, where there was no symptoms. Now, this is crazy.
Yeah, and I think we have all come to realize that this breast cancer conversation is no longer, far-fetched. It's closer than we could actually think. She was 29. She had a budding, career in New York. She was a model. But all of that was truncated because of breast cancer, and it could happen to anyone. And that is why this concert was important. But also, we wanted to celebrate those who have gone through it and come out on the other side and are winning and are actually helping other people win over cancer. And all these young girls that showed up, I think it was just beautiful to see.
Yeah.
Beautiful to see all these young women believing in this agenda. The next concert is in New York, America. Is in New York. We're going to the O2 Arena.
Oh,
we are taking Cross It Out to the world because very soon the world must know that breast cancer is. You're not alone. We believe in your strength to come out on the other side, and we're going to make the world know this. So South is coming to a city near.
We a preacher's kid. You can't take it. See, breast cancer. We be preaching. Oh. God bless you. Well, for those of you who are in there, for those of you who missed it, for those of you that came late, for those of you that weren't able to see Mimi and I on show, here are some few highlights for you at the just ended Cross It Out Concert 2025. Let's take a look.
I'm so better off without you. Singing your rhyme, that ain't worth my time. I played every verse, now I'm done with your line. The heart was broken, but the eyes were open. Still going back to that. Nah, all the little things that he did to you. Nah, you left you broken, now you're questioning what to shoot. You gave him your heart, you gave it back in pieces. Told you sweet lies, no, you ain't daydreaming. A man is a counterfeit. So bad that he can't count it. I pour my heart out, oh, I pour it. Know what to do with it, know what to do.
In your mind, I'm boiling. Save just a little piece for me. In your big heart, imprinted on this side. Love magnetized. So when you take me out tonight, I'll wear that dress that hugs me tight. How you like it? Pheromones collide. Going down tonight, but first, wanna know how bad you want it. Are we jumping off the bridge? 'Cause anything you buy.
Money goes your by force.
By force, come with you. Let's go. Hey. Oh, come here. Let's ride. I am falling hard for you. For you. Let's go. Never thought I'd find someone like you.
To have this conversation. I know we will continue to have many conversations around your project. Let's give it up for Dorothy one more time.
Put it on my bare body, love it to the yellow, separate soul and spirit for body. Can you take me heavily? 2170, my head is being my dear, the devil. Didn't me now sing it, what?
Oh, yes. See, that should tell you that it was speaking to her soul. So that's yes, yeah. Sometimes some love is love. Love is love.
Did you say our leader?
Anyway, so in case you didn't make it to Cross It Out concert, I'm sure that we've been able to sell you a business plan for 2026. A business plan for
y'all better be there.
Y'all better be there because you don't know who is going to be there. And in fact, we had we happened to listen to good Amapiano, Bad Milk. I think the Amapiano that we are always listening to is not what's
diluted Amapiano.
But this one was thick South African energy. Listen, I had so much fun on Friday. So,
who do you want us to bring to Cross It Out next year?
Oh, Ira Star.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah.
If we wanted to put a Ghanaian to headline.
A Ghanaian headline, I'll say Wendy Shea.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, amazing. First of all, you see, most Ghanaians, anytime you say Wendy Shea, they say, but let's be for real, this woman has stayed consistent and good. Relevant. She has, and every song is a hit. And her recent album too is a hit.
There's going to be a time where people have to bring singer soul, then find a gospel artist. A baby.
Gospel artist.
You said, when you can't have them.
P.S.C. Esther.
Oh, no, I would have gone for Nuku Empress Gifty.
Hey, Mediasa Daba Mami You know. Well, this weekend was full of back-to-back concerts because after Cross It Out concert, we said that we must go to another party. The party don't stop. And you happened to, Madam, I know you weren't there.
Where's that?
Yeah, say what's that? Something that you interview. Hey, I hope, boss. I hope you're watching MJ. Your daughter. Hey.
What interview?
The YFM area code Jam. You promised them you were going to be there.
Guys, I promised.
Okay.
I wanted to be there.
So are you writing?
And guess what?
Okay.
The morning before the concert, someone called to remind me. Shout out to you, Osman. Someone called to remind me that Charlie, Mimi, you promised. I watched your interview. You said you are going to be there. So I'm going to speak at the event. I need to see you there. When they finished, she came to fight me. It's like, Madam, you didn't come. Charlie, what do you know?
Don't make
so
promises
much
you can't keep.
Ashimi, this is a concert I missed at Ashimi. Because I even told the lady that I was going to make it.
Oh, and guess what? Those who went to area code Jam, I'm jealous of you people. Because you got to see Ara the J take his mask off.
Oh, he did. Hey! What does he look like?
Oh, he's a fine boy. Oh, fine boy. Call me. We have a lot to...
I don't trust you now.
We are stopping me before you go
out of line.
But let's get into it. Now, area code Jam also happened on the 25th of October at the Legon City Mall. It had Lali and Lola. Do they catch a break?
No, they don't.
They don't.
And then at the top there. The day after they are.
Yeah. So they don't catch a break. So yes, they had Lali and Lola there. There was Nemo. You know Nemo. Keche. Kwakese. It's been a while since I saw Darkon Vibes, so it's great that I saw him on stage. RTVs, Camido, and so many amazing artists. And so let's get into it in case you missed it. Now, if you missed Cross It Out and you missed YFM, listen, honestly, what were you doing during the weekend? Anyway, let's get into it. I promised that I wasn't going to do violence, so let's get into it. Now, the YFM Area Code Jam 2025 lit up the city with an explosive celebration of music, youth culture, and pure energy. Organized by YFM, Ghana's #1 urban station, the event brought together thousands of fans for an unforgettable night of electrifying performances, good vibes, and community spirit. Now, this year's edition featured an incredible lineup of Ghana's hottest act, thrilling the crowd with back-to-back hits and surprise collaborations that kept the energy high from start to finish. More than just a concert, the Area Code Jam continues to be a platform that connects YFM listeners, celebrates local talents, and showcases the unstoppable pulse of Ghana's vibrant entertainment scene. Let's take a look at some highlights.
Somebody say Ara. Somebody say The boys back on the bass and back on the bass and back in the day and back in the fight with the trust in the God when the rapper you back and you catch zoom zoom. Are you ready? You the challenge. You the challenge. One. Let's go now. When I'm loving your ways, so I guess what I say. When you see that big anaconda, who likes any Nicki Minaj? Sing it a bit how you play. Tonight I'll be playing. Love you. Too much to me, yeah. If you don't know, if you don't know, you might be better than I can. She live it to my season. Okay. Oh my baby, let's go. Okay.
Well, so yeah, these are some few highlights that happened over the weekend. The weekend was packed full of entertainment and education, edutainment. One was Crossed Out concerts that was raising awareness for breast cancer. And also don't forget that once you screened your breast, you had the opportunity to win amazing prizes, and some people won amazing prizes. And one day, I actually thought, when I saw the money parts, the money that was going to be won, I thought it was questions. So my phone was ready, because you see I'm part of the Crossed Out group. So when they drop the question, then I'll whisper it to my sister, then she'll win, then we'll share. But unfortunately, you had to screen your breast. So my plan didn't work. But at the end of the day, we had an amazing time. And also YFM area code jam that happened the next day, Saturday. And so in case you didn't attend any, please repent and change. Exactly. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. But before I leave, I would like to wish someone very special a happy birthday. So I would like to wish Madam Selinam Akosia Agor a happy birthday. Now, this is from your daughter, Angel, and all of us here at MX24 TV. So keep soaring, keep being an amazing woman. Angel loves you, and we all love you too. Now, I'm out for now. See you same time tomorrow. Mimi, carry the show away. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Daphne, for coming through with those entertainment stories. At least we all know that we missed a lot over the weekend. For those who didn't make it to the Cross It Out and the area jam. Is it area code or area jam? Area jam. Wait. Well, I'm sure next year you're going to make time to pass through. Well, away from that, the Springboard Roadshow is back bigger and better. Join Albert and Comfort Okran as they tour through all 16 regions of Ghana. There will be hands-on training, education, inspiration, and opportunities for you to unlock opportunities in Agric and AT-VET. Dial *718 *50# or call 030-8255-775 to register now for free. Follow at Springboard channel on all social media platforms for tour updates. Springboard Roadshow 2025. That's 16 regions, 500,000 youth, and one amazing experience. That way, from that, Telecel Cash, your secure and convenient cash platform is still offering the lowest charges ever. Even better, sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash, it is still free on the Telecel Play app. So whether you're paying school fees or sending cash to your favorite people, send the keke, right? Remember, you can make payment to all other networks anywhere cash transfer is accepted as means of payment. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app today. Now send the keke. Telecel, connecting energies. Well, they say they have more for you when it comes to data. More data, same price. Telecel bundle allocations have been reviewed and now offer 10% more data at the same old price. In addition, your favorite 400 Ghana City data bundle allocation has increased from 190 GB to 250 GB and does not expire. This means you get to enjoy more data at no extra cost. Simply dial *700# or *530# to access a variety of unbeatable data deals on Telecel. Don't forget or don't miss out on these enhanced offers. Stay connected with Telecel today. Telecel, connecting energies. And that's it for Coffee Daily. We're about to get into Lifestyle Daily, where we get to have big conversations around politics, national issues. So stay right here with us. We'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Mini Ojo from the connection man. The OPBR Meso too. Come. Mix Pacho Mishabu Kanka. Kukawi. See what kiosk number 22. That's all your brajo. Oh, that's so too. So around. Yes. Mommy, you show out unya so below. Hello. You show out uko boats. See what last stop. That's all your Sister Rose. Hold up. Sister Rose, Miss no customer be. So to the mommy. Also, unya so spot. See what circle. Boys me. Nyanya walk up. You sound. Bro, I didn't fall from 6 p.m. Shut. Meso too.
When we connect our energies, great things happen. Connect to a world of amazing and endless possibility with Telecell. Telecell, connecting lifestyle, connecting passions, connecting dreams.
Telecell, connecting energies.
This will taste so good. Hope it's good for me too.
This is Coca Instant Noodles. Come join us.
Coca Instant Noodles. It's so delicious.
You girls are now come. Don't tell us we are late. Wow. Coca Instant Noodles. I have the vegetable flavor. Chicken flavor and the spice. I love this spice. And the taste. Oh my god.
So delicious. For bulk purchase, contact 0536 930956 or 0266 721234. This advert is FDA approved.
As a mother, I'm always ready to keep my family safe and healthy.
Wow, we won the match!
I'm proud of you, son. Well done.
Thank you, Mom.
It's time to fight the germs.
Jamo soap?
Hey there, little hero.
With Jamo?
Want a football match?
Yes.
Now it's time to win against germs with Jamo Shower.
Jamo, it's all in one. Care and protection till the job is done. Jamo.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my day jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana Jollof.
So Jollof Soko.
Jollof Soko. Tasty nie.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino Jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Once upon a time, in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Oh, sure. Go straight. Turn left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Right after that tree, there is a watch cellar. If you reach, ask there. Anybody will show you. When the black stars stick to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. Why Fatika on to be dribble? The coach must go. The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As we wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibe. Have you at it? Mommy Gobe, the cocoa. One Garino. These, my dear ones, are some few moments that makes our Ghana truly special.
And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lele rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Lele rice, ye nimno free tete. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you bold, intelligent, beautiful? To take a stand against child trafficking? This is your chance to be part of a groundbreaking pageant that aims to change lives. Join us and be a voice for the voiceless. Let's make history together. Miss Anti-Child Trafficking Activist. Miss ACTA 2025. For more information, call 0248303047.
As a mother, I'm always ready to keep my family safe and healthy.
Wow, we won the match.
I'm proud of you, son. Well done.
Thank you, Mom.
It's time to fight the germs.
Jamo soap?
Hey there, little hero.
With Jamo?
Want a football match?
Yes.
Now it's time to win against germs with Jamo Shower.
Jamo, it's all in one. Care and protection till the job is done. Jamo.
This advert is FDA approved.
Get ready, Ghana! The Springboard Roadshow 2025 is here, connecting through 16 regions, inspiring 500,000 youth in one amazing experience. Join Comfort Okran, Reverend Albert Okran, and other amazing speakers for practical insights, mentorship, training, and real opportunities to shape your future. Entry is free. Dial *718*50# to register now, or call 0308-255-775. Follow us on all social media platforms at Springboard Channel for updates. Springboard Roadshow is brought to you by Mastercard Foundation, Springboard Roadshow Foundation, and partners.
On
On Sunday, the 2nd of November, at the Accra International Conference Center, grace will overflow like never before. The Floral Made by Grace Concert Season 4, the Overflowing Grace Experience, with PSC Esther, alongside Joe Metal, Ohima Messi, Obapa Christie, Kofi Owusu-Pepra, Kweku Tay, the PIWC, TNS, and Cindy Thompson. Gates open at 4 p.m. Event begins at 5 p.m. prompt. Step into an atmosphere of beauty, reverence, and supernatural grace. Admission is free, but the encounter is priceless. The Floral Made by Grace concert, where beauty meets the supernatural and grace overflows. Sponsors: Flora, Tango, Top Choco, BH Minerals, Rhythms Africa, Las Palmas, Timeline Creatives, Gospel 360 Africa. Media partners:
Another year dawns, another season begins. A season of shaping, of polishing, and of becoming. The chosen will be tested, groomed, shaped, pushed to their limits until only the radiance rise. As the weeks go by, the pressure will rise because every task is crafted to mold raw gems into diamonds. This is not a fairy tale. To wear the crown and win the enviable prizes, one must have grit, grace, and of course, your support through votes. One question lingers. Who will win and reign as the most radiant queen? Miss Malaika Ghana, the Radiant Season, premiering.
You're welcome to the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mento. About to get into our conversations this morning, and joining me this morning I have Reginald Acheisu Boateng, Deputy Director of Campaigns and Advocacy, NDC Youth Wing, Abdul-Razak Hardi, member of the NPP Communications Team as well, and Sefa Kissi, youth activist, very soon to join one political party. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Mimi.
Sana Reginald started youth activist. And then 2025, he belongs to a political party. Abi?
I mean, that is true.
I mean, that's where it starts from.
You realize that one of the parties does have the interests of young people at heart. And so the party that will amplify the voices of young people is the one that you want to join. And that is the NDC for me. And so
for you. Yeah. Great job. How are you doing, gentlemen? We're good?
Very well.
Awesome. We're going to go straight into our conversation. But this morning, I had an argument with a very good friend of mine. Good morning, Mr. Minka. From Goldboard. We're having a very, very heated argument this morning about the Office of the Defense Minister. May his beautiful soul rest in peace. We're asking that why hasn't there been any appointment yet, as the minority is asking. Why do we have the Minister of Finance acting as the Minister for Defense? Of course, it's allowed to happen, but why are we keeping it for so long? Why is it that there hasn't been any appointment yet? Nobody's saying it's illegal, but we're saying that the finance minister has a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work on his table, and we are saying that as Ghanaians, where we sit, there's a lot of work to do. He is burdened, and whether or not there is a document that says that he is burdened, we know the weight of work at the Ministry of finance. We're not children here. We understand what it takes to be a minister of finance, and so we're thinking these two ministries are two very sensitive and heavy ministers that deserves a dedicated individual to be in that space. If we have a finance minister that has a budget to release a couple of months from now, has to prepare for 2026, and also make sure that our city is doing just fine or better. And we're expecting the same Minister for Defense, Minister of Finance, to be in the Ministry of Defense running affairs there. Please. back, someone will say, let's be serious here. And so when I said it this morning, he disagreed with me. Gentlemen, let's touch on that quickly, and then we can jump into our main conversation for this morning. What do you make of the request of the minority that the Ministry of Defense deserves if this is the the substantive sitting minister that says that they are sitting down there and working for the country? Is that calling in the right direction? I'm going to start with you, Mr. Kissi.
Okay.
At least you are the neutral man here.
let me say good morning and good morning to your viewers, and also I'd like to say a very good morning to Honorable Shamima Muslim in terms of her commitment towards youth development, and also one gentleman, Nana say, is a CEO of NAS Construction. He's in Kumasi, always paying attention to you. He says I should extend.
Good morning, I say. Good morning.
Yeah. But back to your question, I think it's a legitimate issue to discuss. Yes, Defense Minister, mind you, they are both cabinet ministerial roles, and it's a huge task for one person to perform. So I think it's a good call, and I believe the government would probably pay attention to it and then appoint the substantive minister, because, like you rightly said, there's a lot on the plate for Dr. Atuforsen in terms of the economy, what is happening, and at least we've seen that he's making some gains.
Yes.
In the period, so that it wouldn't be that he's overburdened and we are losing sight on the growth on the economy. So I think it's a good conversation to have, and I believe the president may have a look at it.
Okay,
yeah.
Reginald.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before I go on to even say anything, I just want to wish all of us Pink October.
Yes.
Right? Just because we are in the month of October and we are ending the month, I think it's just right to wish all of us, and for women and men that are watching us, please let's try as much as possible and get tested. You know, you can do the self-examination. If you see anything that is not going on well, you should go get tested. I think that is the right thing to do. About the issue around the Ministry of Defense, I think it's a call in its right direction. Except that there's also a deputy minister in the person of Roger Jemfi, who has been working tirelessly within the ministry. And it is because of his presence within the ministry that is how come we've not even heard of any cracks or whatsoever within the ministry.
Sure.
And so I think that he is doing the work quite well. The other thing too is that the Ministry of Defense is a very delicate ministry. In fact, the entire security of the nation is dependent on that minister. And so you do not want to rush into the appointment of anybody at all. Mind you, Dr. Manipwa, when he was alive, was in close quarters with His Excellency. What it meant was that he was at the beck and call of His Excellency. Briefings and all of that. He would need somebody he overly trusts to be able to man that office. And that does not come just by any means. And that is how come the president looks through his quarters and sees that, okay, Castle Atuforsen, I can trust you to a limit. I think you have the capabilities to be able to manage both. If Castle Atuforsen thinks that he's overburdened, he can definitely pull in that call to the president. But I think that it's definitely a call in its right direction, but it's also a work in progress. I think that the president is well aware that ministry definitely does need a substantive minister, and is working towards ensuring that the ministry gets
and thank you very much for that. Again, like I said from the beginning, it is a very sensitive space, and obviously we require someone competent enough to man the space, and so we'll wait. But nobody should come and tell us that we are asking too much. I'm going to come to you, Hardi. Hardi, your take on this one, and then we can get into our conversation.
Before I go on, I want to extend my greetings to everybody here. Today is actually my first time here, and I hope to, get the best relationship I can here. The issue of the ministry not having a substantive minister, the defense ministry and the other ministries, like the environment, Honorable Murtala is one. So I want to say that we in the NPP believes that the...
He's getting closer.
Oh, so goodness. You didn't miss it. You can't miss it. Hardi, please go ahead.
We in the NPP believes that the ministry is a sensitive one. And so even if you have a deputy, you still need a substantive minister to be able to man the office, because issues of national security is not something we should joke about. So we are saying that we are not demanding too much. And he made a statement to the effect that the president is for now looking for someone who is capable enough to man the office. So it does suggest that at the moment, no, I'm not quoting. I'm not sure I'm quoting.
Okay, let him land.
You make a statement to the effect.
Yeah,
That's not quoting.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that your statement is to the effect that the president is looking for a competent person to man the office.
Okay.
That suggests that at the moment they are unable to find a competent person in their party at the moment.
Not even the deputy.
That's what he's saying. Otherwise, the deputy would have been made the substantive minister.
Absolutely, that's
you understand.
I didn't say that. I made mention.
Yes, I didn't say you said that. I didn't say you said that.
Because of the presence of the deputy minister,
yes,
who is working so hard and tirelessly within the ministry.
So if he's that competent, why does he make him
the substantive minister? You find him a deputy. I mean, they all have work to do.
I agree. And even in my statement, I didn't even make mention of competency. I made mention of trust. Because it's a very delicate position, whether I like it or not.
And I like the fact that I didn't quote him. I like the fact that I didn't quote him.
All around the world. The minister in the US, they have the Minister of War, the State Secretary of War. In Ghana, we have the Minister of Defense. Minister of Defense is a very delicate position that you do not just want just anybody to be there. You need somebody that the president trusts enough to be able to man that office.
Yeah, so exactly. That's the point I'm building on.
It's also in the vein that Dr. Kasala-Tufor has not shown within the ministry, there hasn't been any sign that the ministry is not running. The ministry is running very effectively. In fact, they've announced that they are going to do recruitment. They are recruiting over 12,000 soldiers. They are also enlisting persons into the officers. They are doing
I think he's being unfair. When he was speaking, I kept quiet. So you should have allowed me make my
okay, so
now
I think I would agree with him that you're being a little unfair. So if he takes your time, you know go ball.
Yes.
Anyway, we're going to come back to you. So please make your point, because this is not part of our discussion. I just brought this up because it's also an important conversation.
Yeah. So as you rightly mentioned, the Ministry of Finance is a sensitive ministry too.
Right.
A lot of work on the minister, and we hope that the minister doesn't mess up along the line. So at the moment, let's not burden him. Get the substantive minister for Ministry of Defense so that the minister will focus on helping the economy.
So as he has been doing so far.
Did you say has been doing?
Okay, if you disagree, then we'll touch on that later. If you disagree,
I disagree
on
to some
his
extent.
Effectiveness at the ministry, then we can discuss that later on. But back to our issue for the day. Or our topic for the day, AG Defense conscious approach to oral prosecutions. So last week we saw some of the cases come up, and quite interestingly, I said, "I'm not bro for you, because me wave." So let's get into the story for this morning. Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine has stated that he will not succumb to public pressure to hasten prosecutions arising from government operations to recover all loot, that is oral, emphasizing that due process must be followed and to ensure sound legal outcomes. We'll start here. Many times, and we've discussed how slow these cases are being, run, and we're thinking that we probably will go beyond 2028 and some of these cases will be in court. We've seen it before. To a point where another government has to come and clear, and we'll start naming them clearing agents and not clearing agents and whatnot. And so he's given us a reason why he's taking it slowly, or being conscious about, making sure that these cases go through, and then, judgments are passed right. But that also is also his side of the story. Okay, he's just giving us reasons why we're seeing what we're seeing right now. But then there's still more to come, based on what he said so far. Last week when he was addressing the press, he did mention that there's still cases that are being investigated. So the question is that whilst these cases are piling and he's being careful, which is required, how long are we looking at when it comes to timelines? When do we then get some finality to some of these cases? But the lawyer will now take this case and handle for us in court. Your Honor, what are the technicalities around these issues? What is stalling these cases? Why are we requiring that, or why does the AG require more time to handle some of these cases? Run us through the technicalities, please.
Well, so in terms of the technicalities, yes, the AG would require some time, and with every prosecutor, what you are going to court is for you to go and make certain allegations or claims against another person. And the person also has several rights that the person can trigger against you. And basic rule of law when it comes to criminal prosecution is that you, the prosecutor, you bear what you call the burden of proof. And inherent in the burden of proof is what you call the standard of proof. What that means is that you have to prove beyond all reasonable doubt. Or what the accused person needs to do, sometimes not to even speak at all. I mean, Article 1910 is clear on that, to say that I will not even speak. You say whatever you want to say. And then the judge can just make a decision based on that. Or probably the accused person can file what you call a submission of no case against him or her, depending on the person. So for a prosecutor to go to court, if it's not for political expediency, you have to ensure that everything that you have is watertight. Because, like I'm saying, the accused person only need to punch hole to say that there's a reasonable doubt in whatever you are saying. No matter how you might see the thing to be that, as for this one, dear, the person is guilty. Especially when you seek to try the person in public space, public opinion. It's not as easy as we may want it to look like. Oh, all right, we've gathered information, so just go to court. Because if you go to court, there are several things that the accused person can challenge. Even the document, the source of your document, whoever is coming to court, the credibility of your witness, the evidence that the person has submitted, what weight should a judge even place on the evidence before the court. So if I listen to the AG, I get a sense of it that there are things that they have to do and they have to do right. Because if they don't take care, like you rightly said from the beginning, what they will risk is that you go to court, there will be several challenges here and there. It will take another 4 or 5 years and probably change of government and things will stall. And due to how our criminal procedure has been set out, we don't have a clear timelines for going through some of these prosecutions. So a case can stall as much as 8-10 years, and we are still dealing with the matters. So I think what we have to ensure is that whatever the AG has, whatever information he has or documents he's received, is it watertight, such that if you present it before a neutral person, that is the judge can say that indeed the person has committed this particular offense. If not, we will go to court and the people will actually be acquitted and discharged. And I think that will be more embarrassing than you hasting slowly, getting your facts. You get to the point that even there are some people on the face of it, you see that this is not watertight for me to even start prosecution of the person. So that those you think you have the good evidence to support your claims or your charges against them, then you can pursue them. So I think what he's doing, yes, the public is crying, we want to see something, you've done oral, there's some basis for you to start prosecution, but you don't just start prosecutions, because like I said, the accused person is also there to ensure that his rights are fully enjoyed throughout the whole trial. So I think that's
Reginald, do we have any case so far that has been brought to us by AG that we think shouldn't take time at all? We have enough evidence to run.
I think that one of the things that the AG has done, which I think he's done quite very well, is, I think people will disagree with me, but it's to brief us periodically on the developments.
Yeah.
You see, that was one of the things that was missing in our very democratic fabric. People would think that he's talking too much rather than doing a lot more. But like lawyer rightfully said, they are criminal procedures, and those procedures must be followed. The other thing is that the NDC promised Operation Recover All Loot, and so people do not even want to hear those lapses. All they want to see and hear is that they are recovering the loot. And one of the things that I also like is he is not just rushing to go to court. He's making sure that he's able to recover some of the loot. And that is the most important thing, that people have stolen and you are getting them accountable and bringing back the money, the state funds, for state development. One other thing I want him to do, and as a product briefings, is to be able to tell us how much we are recouping from the loot that he's recovering. And say we have been able to recoup 15 million Ghana cedis, and that is what we are using for to pay for fees for persons living with disability. Then we need to, okay, we will recoup this money from so and so, and this is what we are using it for. Now, when you talk about which cases do we think we have proof for, the AG made mention of the NSS case. In fact, the NSS case, the more they dig, the more they uncover more. And so, like a lawyer rightfully said, he does not necessarily just rush to go to court. He needs to make sure that all the evidence are ready. And the more the exact time he thinks that he has gathered all the evidence, then another evidence comes. He thinks that it is 15 million. By the time he realizes there's another scandal here that involves these same people. And so that gives us enough evidence against them. So NSS is ready, NSB is ready. I think the buffer stock is also ready and all of that. But another challenge is, and like I want to use the words of Dom Level, who suggests that because of how the procedure is, and a lawyer said it sometimes can take 4 years, 5 years. There's no timeline. There should be a proper timeline for dealing with some of these cases, so that say we have 1 year, 2 years to deal with it, or 6 months, we need to come to the end of this. Like the lawyers and the judges should work tirelessly to ensure that we are getting to the bottom of this. But His Excellency and the AG has also made mention of some provisions that they need to establish some courts that are going to be dealing with some of these cases. So that as much as possible, we can deal with as many of them as much as possible. Because in the end, in the last administration, scandals were a daily routine. You wake up and there's a new scandal. You are hearing of this, you are hearing of that. By the time you think we should come on Monday and discuss it on MX24, there are about 3 or 4 of them that are piling. And so there are so many of them that we need the courts to get ready to be handling them. But our courts are already overstretched. And that is why the NDC has suggested that we want to reset Ghana. And resetting Ghana means that we're also going to reset the judiciary. When we're able to reset the judiciary, then one of the things that Oliver Bakavoma will make mention of, that because of how much is involved in this loot that people have looted, we should also be careful and watch judicial bribery.
Yes.
Because Anas Arimiya announced an expose some time ago. And unfortunately, I'm so sorry to say this, but some of our judges are able to take goods and cows or whatsoever. And it influences some decisions at various levels. And these are people that have amassed about 500 million. It means that they have a lot to spare. And so we need to have a mechanism to check that as well. Once we're able to check and make sure that the judges can't be compromised, we need to make sure that there are enough courts to deal with the cases. We need to make sure that we have deadlines that the cases are going to be meeting. Then we'll be able to recover the loot. We'll be able to prosecute people so that it will serve as a deterrent for other people that are thinking that governance is about looting. I do not want to ascribe to that at all. And we need to do this. Other than that, we are going to lose the base. We went into the communities, we went to the villages to explain to them that the reason why they do not have water access, the reason why they do not have access to a lot of things is because of government officials looting. And so if you have gone to campaign to them and this is the message you carried, they want to see you working. And so I can't tell you on authority that the NDC will show working. Thank you.
Yes, and so yes, I mean I always tell you that whenever Reginald sits across me, I know we're going to have a same conversation. He's not one of your typical politicians. He's troublesome, but he's not your typical politician. He understands that running this country means that in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years, he as a young man will not have to come and be paying for conversations he had because he was being partisan. And so I respect that. Okay, so we're going to go for a quick commercial break. When we return, the conversation continues right here on the AM Club. We'll be right back after this.
Once upon a time, in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Oh, sure. Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Right after that tree, there is a watches cellar. If you reach, ask there. Anybody will show you.
When the Black Stars take to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. Why Fatika want to be dribble? The coach must go. The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As we wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibe.
Have you acted? Mami Gobe,
These, my dear ones, are some few moments that makes our Ghana truly special.
And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Lily rice, ye nimno free tete. This advert is FDA approved.
Hi, my name is Ruki. I'm a TV host and a self-styled chef. Cooking is my ultimate passion, and it's something I would say is my calling. Now, for those who cook a lot like me, there's one fact they'll always state. Ingredients decide how tasty your food is. And for me, the game-changing ingredients is water. Tap water at the moment is not the best option considering what's going on in the country. Also, such as water can taste weird and produce too much waste, so it's a no-no for me. My number one choice for cooking is Jibu water. Cooking with Jibu water enhances the flavor of your food. And it's not just that. Unlike other brands where you have to pour it from a heavy bottle, the 20-liter dispenser bottle comes with a tap that makes things so easy. So you see how simple it is with Jibu? Cooking with Jibu gives you big flavors and great taste without all the stress. Remember to cook with Jibu.
Jibu, transforming opportunity to thrive.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana Jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so cool. Tasty near.
What is going on here?
Enjoy Jollof the Ghana way. Gino Jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
At Betway, we don't just reward you for playing, we reward you for staying. Introducing Betway Rewards. Earn points on every bet you place. It's that simple. You can also convert your points to cash whenever you like. With Betway, loyalty always pays off. Join the action today and start earning points.
As a mother, I'm always ready to keep my family safe and healthy.
Wow, we won the match.
I'm proud of you, son. Well done.
Thank you, Mom.
It's time to fight the germs.
Jamo soap?
Hey there, little hero.
With Jamo?
Want a football match?
Yes.
Now it's time to win against germs with Jumbo Shower.
Jamo, Jamo, it's all in one. Care and protection till the job is done. Jamo.
This advert is FDA approved.
You're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Uduak Mensa. We're getting back into our conversation. My gentlemen are still seated here, ready to get into this one. So we're continuing the conversation on whether the AG is keeping too long or stalling these investigations because it is a call in the right direction, or he's doing the right thing, or we need to, fast track it. But before you touch on it, Hardi, I want to add this to it so you can have an even better perspective in speaking on this issue. In the same breath as the AG saying that I need time to work these cases, the AG is asking for the OSP to fast track certain procedures, and the OSP is also using the same language as the AG. I need time. So the Office of the Special Prosecutor has responded to Attorney General. That is, obviously, this conversation came through, Minister of Justice, Dr. Justice Shrimsai. Yeah. I was trying to pronounce the title properly. I don't want anyone to sue me. Well, the Office of Special Prosecutor has responded to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice on the investigation in relation to Ken Ofori-Atta, that's former Minister of Finance, and the preparation of requests for his extradition to Ghana. So what Dr. Shrimsai said was they do not have a docket yet that could help them or aid them with their extradition. So they are not in the wrong. They are all just waiting on the OSP. OSP is also saying that give me time, because this thing takes a lot of time. And so if they are both asking for time, when will we get justice? Hardi, please, your take.
Okay, thank you very much. You see, the people of Ghana are beginning to feel uneasy. They are getting fed up with the the AG, and both the OSP and the AG. Because you have AG that has lost his way to the court, and that he believes in prosecuting people in the court of public opinion instead of court of competent jurisdiction. You always come to the media, lay accusation, and then damage the reputation of people. And then when they ask you to go to court, you are saying they should give you time. I mean, what do you want to do with time? You have all the time that you want. The time that you sit to, compose all the allegations and the assumptions, the compendium of documents that were sent to the presidency by oral committee. You see, if you look at that, that document, it's full of assumptions and allegations. That is why when we ask them to go to court, they are unable to. It's not because they are still looking for facts. Those were allegations, purely allegations. That is why the AG is unable to go to court to prove himself. And so he said he's looking for time. Look at the Hanan case, for instance.
They're looking at the talk.
Look, I really wouldn't want you to interfere. Yeah. Yes. You see, the Hanan case, Attorney General hasn't filed charges against him. He only came to the media and then he laid accusation. And now he's opening the floodgate for us to, be going around snapping properties of public officials. Because you cannot tell me that Hanan's wife has and this number of bags costing this. Meanwhile, you have a minister, current minister for foreign affairs, who has never worked throughout his life, and that the only work he has done is when he had his own, press, printing press. That's the only time he worked. And he's able to rent a place at Airport Hills for over millions of dollars. And you are not interested in such case. Now you come to tell us that Hanan's wife has this number of staffs, and so you are pursuing that case as if, meanwhile, you've not even charged her for any wrongdoing. So, look, to even say that Attorney General should not be the person, he has lost the moral grounds to be talking about these corrupt issues. Because he's the first person, when they came into office, within the first 1 month, discontinued over 10 cases against prominent members of the NDC. High-profile cases. So for someone who thinks that...
You're also with the people, or the group of people that think this is a political witch
hunt. Yes, he should bring the case back to court. You cannot discontinue this kind of case, and you think that you have the interest in fighting corruption. No. What happened to those cases? And the Kobina Dufour's case, he was the lawyer pursuing that case. The moment Attorney General assumed office, he said the man should bring 60% and then take the 40% that he can go and be enjoying in the most expensive place with the looted money. The 40%, what is he keeping it for? What is he keeping it for?
I mean, if lawyer is given a chance, you educate you.
And you see, look, I'm not saying legally that is wrong. I'm talking about the morality of that issue. And this,
I guess we can
the
look both
issue
ways in this case.
Is it?
I said I guess we can look both ways in
Yes,
this case.
yes.
Please go ahead.
So this issue, Attorney General has lost the moral right, and this the issue of natural justice is already in breach. Attorney General has breached the issue of moral justice, and Article 19(2)(c). Lawyer is here; he can confirm that for me. Article 19(2)(c) that tells you that look, you must be innocent until you are proven or pleaded guilty. Now you are laying accusation, and you are declaring people guilty without charging them.
You being innocent doesn't mean you can't be a suspect. You know, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I know that when I catch
But you also know that the
he's a
messages
suspect,
that
I'll
are
take-
going around look as though these individuals have been charged.
Yes,
You know, also
you
when you're
damage
having
their
these
reputation.
conversations, be sensitive to the side of Ghanaians who don't understand that being accused of a case does not mean that.
Mimi, that's why we'll come here and come and explain the
Ghanaians go about with the belief that Hanan has done wrong.
Of course.
That Hanan committed crime. He's a thief.
Yes.
Gifty is a criminal.
Yes.
The former NSA director.
Yes.
He's a criminal.
Yes.
That's the perception Ghanaians
And we
have
also
about
think
him.
that the former
But you've not been able
finance
to.
minister is
It is only the court that can declare someone, criminal or that can convict someone.
Yeah. So
You understand?
Reginald.
We think.
Reginald.
No, that's what he said.
But do you understand how this looks, though? Because just last week, the Gifty pleaded not guilty, correct?
Yes. But who in this world has ever gone to court to ever plead guilty before? It's always not guilty until proven guilty, and they'll be proven guilty.
Okay, so
Mimi,
until
my point is that these are the same people that after 8
So you
years, they
see,
make it look like
I really don't like it. You
don't
made
like
your
it?
statement from A to Z.
Okay,
I didn't
so you're going
interject.
to pause. I'm going to hold you there. Land.
You understand? I didn't interject. So you must allow me.
Hardy, please.
You understand?
Now talk about the finance minister coming back to face.
Please.
You should not dictate to what I say.
Please go ahead.
Yes, don't dictate to me. I have what I'm here to say. So today, you have an insincere government that is in office, and because of the fact that they composed or they documented lies and allegations, assumptions about people, and they have published it in the media, they are unable to justify that. They are now seeking for what we call, they are playing with the minds of Ghanaians. Because you cannot come and declare someone guilty already in the public. And when we ask you to go to court, you say we should give you time. So on what basis did you declare the person guilty of such crimes? On what basis? If you have the facts, go to court. An attorney general, you have all rights to go to court.
Okay.
All right. So Hadi, I think that you are asking what a lot of Ghanaians are asking as well.
Yes.
And so we'll wait. He didn't clearly, like you asked for timelines, and so I'm glad that is coming from you. So he didn't give us timelines, but we're waiting and hoping that the time he needs will not be another 4 years.
The OSP.
Both the OSP and AG.
OSP said he will submit this week to the
This
AG,
week.
So, yes,
So we'll wait.
Mimi, as young people, we shouldn't leave our homes and come and sit here and pretend as if, we think that everything is fine when everything is not fine. I'm NDC. When you cut my skin right now, my blood is green. But that does not mean that if an NDC scandal comes out, I'll come here and come and sit and then glorify it.
Okay.
There are so many things that have happened under this government, the previous government. There are so many things that we've seen. There are so many things that we even heard. And I do not think that we should come here and make it look like some people.
Yes, so please don't make it as though someone is against prosecution. We in the NPP, we are not against prosecution.
When you see the document,
what we want to see is that we want to see the principles of natural justice, and we want to see the law at work.
That's fine.
You cannot declare me guilty without charging me.
When you see the document of ghost names, and you see people that are 2 months old that are taking NSS allowance, when you see people that are 91 years old and are taking NSS allowance, and you are telling me that I still do not have the moral ground to think whatever I'm thinking, I will think like that. And I will be able to say that Gifty Owari and her people didn't do us good. So she should come out and say, I do.
So that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So we agree that, and I always say this, that when we come here, we're young people,
right?
And that's the reason why MX24 put this together. We do not want to add to the noise out there where our big men are sitting on national television insulting each other or fighting. I'm not saying that's what they all do, but we've seen it before.
Right.
And so we want to sit here and have very sane conversations as pertaining to our future.
Right. Yeah.
So whether or not I belong to a political party, I want to say that they have done wrong. I'm speaking to that. But this is the way forward. Let's not sit here and do the business as usual politicking.
And all
But this one is good news, and so we're going to go back. Good news for me as a parent, but also for a lot of people, and I'm going to get into that. Haruna Idris over the weekend spoke at an event. I think it's the Mauli.
Mauli at 75.
At 75, beautiful event, and he touched on a trending issue, which I think was very brilliant of him, because he couldn't have had that conversation without touching on that. Because I experienced that. I came from a private school and I was going to a public school, and they asked me to cut my hair. Oh my God, I cried. And when I saw the video, I was just told this morning that it's AI. And I was like, oh my God, but that was so real. But that was really speaking to me, right? Some of these conversations come up and we trivialize them. And we do not see the impact of some of these things. I'm going to speak to it maybe because I said something this morning. But Reginald, you want to speak to that
yes,
issue?
I definitely want to talk about that. I think that just to clarify, it is AI enhanced, but it does not take away the originality. There's some level of original video in there where schoolgirl's hair is being cut, and but it's AI enhanced. The minister says that we are building character. One of my profound professors who he likes to say that a country without a culture is characterless. And so what it translates is that as a country you need to have a culture. A culture is a way of life of people. Their language, their dress, whatever they wear, however they look is part of their culture, right? I do not think that I do not side with what the minister said. And I do not think that what he said and his positioning is right. And I'll explain.
Okay.
So culture, they say, is dynamic. It changes with time. The other thing is that the whole idea of cutting our hair is a very colonial issue, right? And I can go into the history of it, but I don't want to go do that. But for our president to go stand at AU and push an African idea and an African ideology, I think that it will not be right for us to say that as schoolgirls going to school, they do not have the right to wear their hair. Meanwhile, there should be a white girl come to the school and she's okay to put up her hair. Or maybe a black American comes and then, she can put up her hair, and all of that. I do not think that. The argument against that is that, they will lose concentration, they will not concentrate in class. How do they maintain it and all of that? Those are valid arguments. But it does not justify it. I think that there are some people, we can make it mandatorily, they should put on cornrows. So for those who want to keep their hair, because our hair is part of our identity. For those who want to keep their hair, like the way we have barbering shops in the various schools, we can have same for hairdressers. And the entire...
All they are doing is
cornrows.
Is it plating?
Plating cornrows.
Cornrows, that's all.
That small pony at the back. That is all. No additives, like they say. And that will also be able to promote our African identity of sort. I think that that whole idea of, as a young girl, you have to cut your hair, it's a cake. We need to grow past that. We need to move past it. We shouldn't still live in that colloquial moment.
We shouldn't encourage it.
No.
So
we shouldn't
I see why you made the face when I said it was a brilliant.
Yeah.
I think it was on the moral grounds bits that...
What's the moral?
Okay, so I'm just saying listen, so there is, and I'm glad that you brought that up. There is the bit where, as a young girl, we like to look a certain type of way. So if the flood gate is open, we might, overstep.
That perpetuates the problem that we have now. That you have young girls that have left the university, that have grown, that have become women, that do not appreciate their hair. Because they grow up thinking that their hair is...
Something wrong with it.
There's something wrong with it, so they need to cut it off. So now they grow, they get to a particular stage and they think that, no, it is the one from Japan. I looked at the table of the amount of hair we import. We are importing from Japan, Malaysia, South Africa and all of that. They think that one is better than their natural hair. I like women with natural hair. It's very beautiful, especially when you use those olive oils in it and then it looks that Afro-like style. We should encourage it. Like, they should embrace their hair, And so I think that is why...
That's why you don't agree with it.
I don't agree with that
okay,
at all.
I see where you're coming from, and it's very valid, honestly. Lawyer, will you go to court with us? Because we are going to fight in court.
Well, sincerely, I do not share the view that we should allow them to keep their hair. I mean, for uniformity's sake, there are people who will come and also make all sorts of demands as to type of uniform I want to wear and type of shoes, like the Honorable Minister said. I think I don't have a problem if they seek to relax it. It's something not really I'm too fixated about. But I think for now the system works.
So we
unless
should keep
there's
it as
something,
that.
well, I mean,
Okay. All right, Hardi, finally, so we go. The team wanted you to touch briefly on free tertiary for persons living with disability. How's that going? But I'm going to let you speak.
Yeah, so the issue of the, senior high schools, you see, we should be able to differentiate abiding by rules of an institution and, the issue of morality of this particular case. Because you, as a young, student, you are under rules and regulation, as in senior high schools. The rules and regulation does not allow that. And I don't see any big deal in, having your hair cut. What's the big deal about? So I side with the minister. It doesn't look
it's
normal. Because I saw a certain exams where a lady had a long hair, and so they were writing exam and she put the hair on the table of another person, and so the hair distracted.
That is an extreme case.
So
barely
yes,
happens.
yeah. So I think
you think it's
the minister is on track.
Some years ago, we were being caned for speaking vernacular in school.
Yes,
and it pained me so much that I would put my head on the table for them to cane me for speaking my mother tongue. But today, the minister says that we should encourage that in our schools.
So he's changing.
I think that it is a double standards. Yeah.
I see where
but
is.
there's a promise delivered. The GM administration promised free tertiary school for persons living with disability.
And it's working?
And it's been delivered. 15 million Ghana cedis has been released for that. And I think that from the pictures, you can see that they are happy. And
it's only 24 economy.
Gentlemen, you've done so well this morning. Thank you so much. I hope you're happy, Reginald.
Oh no,
Kissi, are you happy today?
Can always ask for more.
Your friends here, you don't know what they are talking about. You will enjoy it next time.
One more.
But to you out there, thank you so much for watching this one. A big good morning to you, Mr. Prince Minka at the Gold Board. Today you spent time with us. I really appreciate your feedback. And to every other person that spent time with us, we really appreciate you for being a part of the show. We'll see you again tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. And of course, we're online, we're live, we're digital, so you can check us out on MX24GH on all social media platforms as we do this. Again, my name is Miriam Udwak Mensah. See you again tomorrow.
Visit